It's like 60 or 80 bucks for the track day insurance.
Just crash it on purpose.
End of the day, just run it into a wall. Oh shit, I got off the track. Now you got a cool story and footage and
a check.
Yeah, do that. Commit insurance fraud.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by Haggerty.
Poochie went track day bro on us, so today's video is one of his sessions while we talk about potential track cars you can buy for under 5,000 bucks. It's getting really hard to buy anything out there for under 5K, so we hope this gives you, the budget-minded motorsport enthusiast, some ideas. Here we go. Let's take a look at this first lap, and we're gonna talk about something while we do it. I'm sure Poochie will interject with anything of note, but we're gonna talk about track cars that you can buy for under $5,000.
Dolce.
Dude, yeah, that guy was cool, but his car sounds fucking amazing.
It sounds like Dolce.
Alpha 4C is a fucking cool car.
It is, absolutely.
He had some custom like carbon fiber like craziness exhaust on, and yeah, it was awesome.
What's your first car that you have picked out, Poochie?
The first car I have in the sub 5K category would be none other than the legendary Sentra SER /200 SX SER.
What generation?
Any of them, because you can pretty much get anything back of $5,000. Even the spec Vs.
B13 might be hard to get for under $5,000, but 14, 15, 16, you could probably, that's feasible.
Yeah, I don't think that's wrong. Yeah,
I had B15 Sentra SER Spec V written down also.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
QR25DE, 170 horsepower, somewhere in that range.
Especially the Spec Vs.
Yeah. I mean, it's 6-speed manual, limited slip differential.
you just got to get past it's a 4-door, but that's not
Yeah,
terribly hard.
and some of the Spec Vs had bimbo brakes, so
They did. Some of them
They all had that as an option, yeah.
Yep, and the Audio Fanatic package, which I think came with like an 8-inch Rockford sub, which mine had. Yeah, because I owned one of those too. I had an O2 Vibrant Blue.
oh, that's such a nice color.
That's one of the best ones, yeah.
I did really enjoy that car. Although O2s are typically trash, don't buy one, but...
YouTube account says Sentras are just 240 parts cars, and you couldn't be more wrong. Z32s are just 240 parts cars.
This is
I was
very
just
true.
about to say. No. The Sentra's a legit good sub 5K option, right?
I think the Sentra is the last underrated racer car.
It's one of them. I got a couple more here.
I don't know, man. I think it's the last one that's like really no one cares about, and you can still get cheap.
Yeah. You can definitely get them cheap, though. We looked
Yes.
at a ton of them. You can find them for under $5,000 for sure. You know, with all of these, you're going to have to accept that there's going to be some mileage on them.
yeah, I mean, Spec R one, but
That kind of goes to the thing where you talk about these 5K cars. What I thought of is like, hey, what would I want in a 5K track car? It would be something where it's common enough to where you can get parts for it, and it's not going to break the bank. You know, it's not something goofy like, oh, you're not like, oh, it's my MG midget. Like, okay, good luck finding parts. It's never going to run.
Also, that thing's going to be a dog.
And let's be real. You pop an SER motor. Oh no, let me just find a fucking Altima at the junkyard and put an Altima engine back in.
100%. That's another thing too. Like, you can pop that QR all day. Doesn't matter. You can get
Who
one
cares?
for 400 bucks.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's what I was literally just gonna say was like you got to think about it, especially in the sub 10 to 5K region, right? Like you've got all your money wrapped up in a car. You definitely got to think about parts availability and parts cost, right?
So that's why you're going to want a Nissan, or possibly, can I go into the second one?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
This new CCF drop lit, bruh. These stickers bussin', no cap. That KYS mint shredder hitting different, for real. Bruh, that Asuka slap is straight fire. Check out the Soon collection. High-key, I'ma cop that mid-club or the Boy You Sus. Damn, that giraffe looks just like me. I'm vibing with the No Low Ballers Marlboro colorway and spend $20 and get free shipping. Say less. I'ma head to collectorcarfeed.com/store and send for Collector Car Feed. Yeet! A Ford Focus SVT.
100% agree.
170 horsepower, 2-liter Z-Tech engine, rigid, tiny, lightweight car, cheap as shit.
Yeah, I think that's
Well, was that motor in anything else? Is like a Ford Fusion motor or something?
Just don't blow it up, man. Just
Yeah. See, that's I agree with you. That would be fun to take on the track, but it's kind of like the opposite of the Sentra, where the parts aren't going to be as easy to find if you do mess something up.
That
yeah,
is
but
true.
I guess realistically though, on a track night like this, do you really think you're going to be pushing it to the limits? I guess that's a Poochie question, right? Like, the intermediate and the experienced guys were those guys hauling ass?
I mean, you could see, like, eventually these guys will start to haul ass. I spent a good bit of time in the power band and in Redline, and I wasn't really going that hard out. I think the thing you wear down more is your brakes and tires when you go all out, but I mean...
Yeah.
To give you an idea, I went there with a full tank of gas. I think I had, like, an hour of highway cruising on top of that. When I left for the night, I was below a third of a tank. So you chew up fuel. You definitely do get on the motor. But I mean, that's what I said. Like, you can go at really whatever speed you want. This is my slow as hell, kind of warm up laps here.
Yeah, and I think that's
how big
that's
of a
what
factor.
it is.
How big of a factor were erections during your laps?
Could you move the steering wheel? Like, was it in the way?
Thankfully, I didn't wear my gym shorts, so I was restrained.
With the Ford Focus SVT, though, you're not a stock Ford Focus SVT.
No.
You're not going to throw a rod through the block or anything. I mean, you might
yeah,
blow a head
it's
gasket
a
or
stout
something.
motor.
It's
a
Here's my
stout
first
motor.
pass by. There you
damn,
go.
I
There's an
agree
What
with
was
you.
M3.
I agree
that?
with you. It's a good car. It's a good car to
E92?
take.
I think it's an E92, yeah. That fucker falls off a cliff there. So you're like fast, and then braking before you think you need to.
Sup? You want to talk some shit?
Discord.gg/feed.
Start some shit, bitch.
Next car I had, although 5K might be a reach, would be the Sentra SER's bigger brother, the Altima SER.
Oh, shit.
That's some Nissan
The
behavior.
unsung hero of the ghetto.
It really, truly is. That being said, you can get it with a 6-speed. It's bigger and dumber.
I believe 270 horsepower.
And oodles of torque. Oodles of noodles.
But I don't even think the SER changes anything. Like, I think it's just wheels.
It's wheels, the V6, you can get a 6-speed manual. I think there's a couple other things, but yeah,
Well,
pretty
the
much.
V6, you can get the V6 in the damn SE.
Is it tuned differently? I don't know, but still. And then it's an SER. The R means it's a race car.
I'm going to look it up for
it
Negative
does-
Nancy here.
It's kind of a flex. Look, no, I'm not. To not be Negative Nancy, I would take an SER over an SE Ultima all day long.
Yeah,
Okay, here it is.
absolutely.
How much Ultima is too much? This is from the 2004 issue of Car and Driver. Nissan dares to find out with the Ultima SER, cranking up the butch by adding 10 horsepower, a rigid suspension,
butch?
and forged 18-inch wheels wearing super thick summer tires. Yeah, so it really is just a 260 horsepower Ultima SE.
Yeah, with different wheels. Yeah,
But it's got the
different wheels.
SER badge on it, so I think it's still a
I'll take
valid
it.
argument.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. I'll take it.
And a suspension that I guarantee either has been or should have been replaced by now.
I don't know. I don't really need car through anymore butch, honestly.
I've
Got an Outback and a Baja.
Segueing off of that, because once again, we're looking for broke boy, 5K cars.
Yep,
Any Accord or Camry with a V6 and a stick.
that's a good call.
Yeah.
Accord
Yeah.
V6 Coupe would be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
They have way more power than really anybody realizes, and they're a lot faster than anybody realizes.
Yeah.
An Accord with a stick can blow the doors off a lot of like holy grail racer cars.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, sticking with the Japanese theme here, the 5th gen Maxima, the 2000 to 03.
Dude's just pulling
Yeah.
Nissan's lineup out. Like, let's take it to
I
the
mean,
track,
honestly,
my
though,
man.
like, yeah, for back of 5K, it's like, would you rather do any of those? Or, like, I mean, for Focus, I mean, there's the Fusion, like, any, like,
Yeah.
reasonably powered
Yeah.
sedan would work. Those are
That's
just
what
the
I was
ones I'm
gonna
more
say,
familiar
yeah.
with.
I was going to say Golf, GTI. Like, you can find early gens, what are the, like, Mark 3s, Mark 4s for $5
Like a
grand all day.
200,000 mile example.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you could, and they got a stick, and the GTI ones are fun. Like, I think a Golf would rip around here.
See, I had that in the 10K because it's like, could you? Yes. Should you?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. I had the 7G
don't
Celica
feel-
GTS on here. 2ZZ engine, 180, I think.
I mean, you'd be
that's not
hard
bad,
pressed
though.
to find one for $5.
I find
You
them all.
Celica?
If you use collectorcarfeed.com/cars for your Facebook Marketplace car search, you can find Celica GTSs for under 5K all day. But
Yeah,
they're going
I
to have a
was gonna say.
shitload of miles on them. But
Yeah,
they
so
are
I
out
think
there.
too. Yeah.
And if you're gonna beat it on the track, who cares?
Right.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Do the maintenance or whatever up front, and then, like,
Nope,
you know,
here I am
Fuji
waving
talked
somebody
about-
else by. Who is it? It's
M3?
the M3. Another one.
E46.
Fuji talked about getting insurance and all that shit. You buying a $5 grand Nissan? Like, Fuck it, send it into a wall, man.
Yeah.
I mean, also the Haggerty thing was also value based, so who knows? Maybe it's like $60 or $80 for the track day insurance. Okay, like you get $5 grand at the end of the day,
just
but
crash it on purpose.
so Haggerty won't cover you anymore.
End of the day, just run it into a wall. Oh shit, I got off the track. Now you got a cool story and footage and
A check.
Ka-ching. Yeah. Do that. Commit insurance fraud.
Commit insurance fraud. Collect a car for you.
Not sponsored by Haggerty.
No, and
It never will be now.
But no, 7G Celica GTS, find one that's already banged up, go rip it. It's got a really good engine in it, has a 6-speed manual.
who do I wave
it's
by
front-wheel
here?
drive, but so are a lot of the cars that we've mentioned so far.
There we
For
go,
the
the
rear-wheel
Cayman.
drive category, I have, 981?
I've got one more front wheel drive under 5.
What you got?
What you got?
This is gonna be a shout out to my buddy back in El Paso, Garage Built Hondas. If you haven't watched his YouTube channel, go check it out. He's really awesome.
Link in
And
description.
he's kind of like the authority for EF Hondas, CRXs, stuff like that. And he tracks a lot of his EFs. So
That's
an
cool.
EF Civic, CRX, they make great track cars, and he does it on the reg.
Yeah, how did
I
we
would
not
love
mention
an EF
Civic,
hatch.
right? Yeah,
You know,
how did we not
I was
mention
gonna
that?
get there too. Yeah, any Civic really. It doesn't really matter. You don't need a track monster, but
I
yeah,
put
I mean,
Civics
really,
under 10K, but yeah.
yeah, I had Civic Si in particular, but yeah, I had that under 10K. But you could probably get it done for 5.
Yeah.
With an
think so.
EF especially, just get a crappy EF sedan or hatch.
I would love an EF hatch. That would be a really cool car to have.
That should be the feed race car.
That would be a sick feed race car.
Patreon.com/whatever feed has us as. Give us money.
Patreon.com/collector car feed. I put the AW11 under 5K because we do see a lot of those for like $4,000-$5,000.
I don't know if I'd take an AW11 on track though.
Yeah, I have a feeling
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
get towed out.
I would. I got a adrenaline problem. I do.
The risk versus reward isn't there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you're
do.
right.
In a second.
All right, yeah, same thing like Integras, Celicas, things of that nature. I had a couple more I wanted to mention. One is the salvage title king that is the Scion TC. The
that's a
two-door
good
Camry. Yeah, they're all salvaged. They're all cheap. It's the same everything as a Camry. It's a 2-door Camry. But you know what? You want to beat it up on track? Go for it.
It's a
Yeah.
fake Celica.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
I
a good
don't
one.
see how that's a bad. Yeah, I don't see how that's a bad day at all.
One more I had listed here, and maybe I want your opinion about this. What about a BMW Z3?
So
Well, going by what Poochie says,
Yeah, no, we gotta listen to Poochie on this one because I think he's gonna be the authority on it.
I don't think it's a bad idea. Look at that! I get a wave by. Woohoo!
Yeah.
By the
Fuck that
M3
vert.
convertible.
Fuck that dude.
He was having a great time. So here we are at the end of the first session. So this is now the cool down lap. But no, so the Z3, I think, is not a bad choice for a track day car. Couple of things. One, mine is a 97, so it doesn't have the rear roll hoops. So that's one of the reasons I can't track it. And then even if it did have it, I'm 6'1", so with a helmet, it wouldn't pass the broomstick test. So if you can reasonably get one with the roll hoops and you'll fit with a
Only if he's 5'3".
exactly. Only if you're 5'3".
Short kings matter.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think at that point it would be a phenomenal track day car. But ultimately, if you're going to talk convertible, Miata's the better choice for a track day car. Yeah, and that was kind of like the last one I had on the 5K. I think you can get a ratted out Miata for 5K, but once again, I'm quoting RCR, you can fix it with bubblegum and swear words. So yeah,
RCR
Yeah,
is an
I
idiot,
also
though.
had a... Yeah.
yeah, he is. But
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
he
like that
is.
quote.
Yeah, it's a good quote. I did have Miata written down, but honestly, good luck finding one for under 5K.
I don't think RCR's
that
ever
isn't a
fixed
pile.
a car in his life.
It's true.
Miatas, at least by me, Miatas are starting to come down a little bit, but like a grand or so, right?
Yeah, they're still crazy.
And the ones that are coming down are the trash ones too. It's just like No one wanted to buy that one at $7,000. No one wants to buy it when it's $6,000. Like, it's actively on fire. Give up.
Yeah, a trash car is a trash car. Period.
The funny part about that is, remember that RX-7 I was showing you guys, I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks ago with the SBC in it, the 350.
Yeah, I remember.
That guy has dropped it $1,000 again. When he listed it, it was like $8,000. Now I think he'll take $4,500.
He's like, just please.
That's a
somebody
deal.
just offer me.
Yeah, that's not a bad. Like,
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah,
to see if I
dude,
can
buy
find
it
it
buy
again.
it and just take it to the drag strip.
Yeah. Run 14s. You'll be fine. Hit that like button. I'm not doing the outro till you do it. It's right there. Okay, thank you. Patreon.com/CollectorCarFeed for bonus footage. CollectorCarFeed.com/cars to find budget-minded track cars on the cheap without the hassle of using Facebook Marketplace. CollectorCarFeed.com/store for all the stickers you can handle, and I hear there might be a limited edition pre-order t-shirt coming soon. Trademark. Hit subscribe. Seriously, hit that like button if you like this, because it really helps the channel grow. Click whatever's on your screen for more CCF content, and we will see you next time. Collector Car Feed, your virtual car friends, now with over 8,800 subscribers. Goodbye.